Noah, come on, Noah.
Go, Garrett!
Good Joe. Good Joe. Go on.
Oh, nice.
Oh. Good play, Joe. Good ball. Lovely. Oh.
We've been working this week.
Well done, Louis.
Go on!
Go on. Go on, Joe. Played up. Love that, Joe. Good, Louis.
Go on.
Hit, ref!
Go on. One chance.
One more. Good, Louis.
Go on, Louis.
Oh.
Scored by number 17, Guy Garrett.
Craig, yet another really exciting 3-2 win for Ashford against a really good AFC Croydon today. Where to start with it? It was brilliant, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's tough. Obviously, first and foremost, tough to bits with the boys. To put in a shift like that again, I sound like a bit of a broken record because, you go 2-0 down against a really good side as well, second in the league and absolutely flying in the form as well. And you think, it's a little bit unjust because I thought first half we were good. We had a couple of moments in the game where they had their chance, they took it. We had a couple of chances first half that we didn't take, but I felt we had decent control of possession. control of the game, and I felt the boys managed it really well. They were rotating nicely in terms of fullback areas, and they were playing some really good stuff. And then obviously then second half, I felt again that, you know, a moment from Barnesy I thought was absolutely excellent today. He steps in and at one stage he looks like Brazy, and you think, go and start in the bottom corner, and it's a potential penalty, I don't know, I'm miles away, and you go down the other end and score and you're 2-0 down, and you're thinking, like, you know, that's so unfair on the boys. But and then you're questioning, like, have they got the legs, have they got the energy where they've been sort of what they've had to do in the last, over the Christmas period, and you're thinking, like, you know, can we come back from that? And to go and win the game 3-2 is phenomenal, and, you know, full credit to every single one of them out there. And I said, like, the subs come on and impact the game. You know, Kai's got the winner, who we signed midweek, and you look at that, and you look at kind of what the boys just keep turning over, and I'm just so pleased that they're finally getting those rewards that they deserve.
Yeah, I mean, at the beginning of the week, you had so many injury problems with Miguel out. Dicko was struggling, obviously. Westy was out. Joey Taylor was out. You must have been thinking, why is this happening to me?
Yeah, and to be honest, like, you know, I said to the boys on Thursday, I said, I'll never blame injuries. I'll never turn her up, because I think it's disrespectful to the ones you play. And I feel if there's an injury and someone else is playing, I feel that that's disrespectful to the person that's playing. So I said, look, I never blame injuries. I was worried because on Friday morning I was playing myself. On the way home, I spoke to my wife on the way home, and I said, like, you know, I'm gonna have to play, I think. And you know, because I didn't want to let the boys down. I didn't want the boys to have to play different positions, because obviously we was lacking in defensive areas. Dicko done everything to be out on the pitch for me today, but he was struggling to walk in during the week. And Baz was really, really unwell today. He was being sick at half time. Baz, type of character he is, and he thinks he may have done his hammy, you know, with 20 minutes to go. No one would have known about it. It's phenomenal. It's incredible, absolutely incredible. But I'm obviously thinking on Friday I'm playing myself, and the last thing I wanted to do is do that. And then obviously Barnesy out of nowhere contacts us, and I was like, mate, I've tried to sign you a couple of times without a shadow of a doubt. I want you in, and I went in the bar, and on Friday I had a few beers and celebrated the fact I didn't even have to play. And yeah, I mean, it's patching them up. It is a little bit patching players up, but you know, there's a squad there. It is a squad there that every person believes in. They believe in each other, and whoever has to play and whoever has to come in will give everything for this club at the minute. And that's, you know, that's giving them the results that they're getting.
Yeah, it's a real squad. I mean, we were trying to work out who was man of the match, and it was really difficult because they all played so well.
Yeah, they did. And to be fair, to single any player out, you know, there's a couple of moments when Louis struggling in the second half. He got a dead leg really early on, and the boys are saying to me, we need to get him off. I said, no, Louis Collins got a moment in him. You know, I knew he's got a moment in him. I knew he had an opportunity, and that's why I left him on the pitch, because he'll run until he can't run physically, and then obviously popped up with that moment. But you know, you look at the workload that Gaz put in, like leading the line down the middle, and you know, I think when you look at the shift that all the boys have put, it would be, you know, it'd be wrong to pick anyone. You know, I know that Joe was targeted as a left full back today, and he stood up, you know, and he was incredible. You know, he's only a young lad, and he comes all the way from Aldershot. And again, you kind of sometimes you think if they keep bombarding him, how's he going to deal with that? And he just, you know, he might only be sort of 3'2" or whatever he is, but he stands 7 foot, you know, and he's real tough character, and he was phenomenal. So, you know, probably someone like Joe, you know, for me, but to pick out anyone is, you know, you need a whole team, you need a whole squad to go and win a game, you know, against someone like Croydon.
All your new signings, they look great. They seem to fit in straight with the culture, with the character that your team's showing at the moment. You must be thrilled early doors, I know. With
yeah, and a lot of it, Jez. I've said to someone the other day, a lot of it seems to be recruitment. You know, every single time I finish a game, like, I'm not worried about the system, not worried about how we're going to play. The boys know that. It's trying to sort of sometimes recruit because, you know, we're a lot of numbers at times, but you know, that group there, and I've said it to him more than once, on more than one occasion, I'm more than happy to take that group right away into next season. I trust that group. I know what they're going to give me. I know how much they're going to have the desire to win a game of football. And the signings have come in, and you have to be very careful, because signings are really important to the group, that they come in and strengthen, and don't come in and sort of upset what we're doing. And Barnesy's, you know, he's superb character, and you see today he's going to be a hell of a player for us. And Gardy's putting in a hell of a shift for us as well, and doing what he can. And obviously Kai comes in and scores the winner, so it's worked out all right.
Yeah, week of recovery now till Merston back here next Saturday. I can't wait already.
Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to it. And I said to the boys there, like, and it is one game at a time, so a lot of them are asking, have we got Tuesday off, or we're in the training Tuesday? You see it on Thursday, and it was underwater, this place, and they was begging me not to go out, but I felt, you know, I have to do that. You know, that's for me. Otherwise, I wouldn't sleep at night worrying about the fact that we didn't train. So we'll patch them up Tuesday, and they might have earned themselves a day off. I'll see. But yeah, back to obviously Merstham and obviously focusing and seeing what they're about, and each game as it comes. And I just really want to keep momentum because those boys are really enjoying it down there, and the changing room is, you know, Wenger boys is playing, which is, you know, what they play, and they're loving it down there. They're all, you know, dancing and singing, and that's the kind of atmosphere I was hoping to create, and that will continue and carry them forward for the next few games for sure.
Congratulations. See you next Saturday.
Cheers, guys. Thank you.
Thank you, mate.